I do something silly like that, you laugh hysterically.
Guys, good morning. Happy Sunday. We are going to church, guys. Our first church in the new house. First church in the beach. It's our second day here in the new house and Sunday, so we're going to church, guys. Happy Sunday, Hubs.
Happy Sunday.
Is it the same church that you found yesterday? Different one. Okay. Oh, wow! It's a boat, Hubs.
It's a big boat, yeah. It's a fishing boat.
Wow, it's so cool.
It looks like it's an ocean-going boat.
So, tapos na kami mag-church. And we are heading for lunch. The most amazing thing is in the church, they mention Philippines many times. Church is helping like I think 9 kids in the Philippines, and
there was a missionary couple that the pastor was talking to that he wanted to become more involved in their efforts in the Philippines, and that missionary couple has been working in the Philippines. Yes.
Yeah, that's so cool, right?
Yeah. You were kind of halfway paying attention to what was going on, and all of a sudden the pastor started talking about the Philippines and your ears went boing.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, Philippines, and I suddenly felt like, oh wow, this is so wonderful. And what do you think about the church? Do you think it's
good?
So yeah, and we're heading for breakfast.
Lunch.
We're heading for lunch, and we're going to have lunch with the couple, the previous owner of the house. Our house is a very new house. It's only built last 3 years ago, but there is a first owner, and we are the second owner. So we're going to have lunch with them, and they're also going to the same church we're going right now. Today is our first day in the church, so yes. We're going home after the lunch. Charles wanted to have a nap because we really have a very long week, packing stuff and unloading stuff and moving stuff, so it's really busy and tiring. And last night, guys, I'm not able to sleep because I did choose.
You kicked me out of my side of the bed.
2 miles, take the North Carolina 130
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. You're like, can you move out of my side of the bed? I can't sleep. Can you change places with me?
Because when we move in this house, I always choose which one I like. I choose which closet I like and where side of the bed I like. So I wanted the one that is closer to the bathroom and in the door side. But last night, since it's our first night, I was like, oh my gosh, it's like I felt I can't sleep, you know. I'm like,
yeah, and when you couldn't sleep, you wanted to make sure I couldn't sleep.
No, it's because, you know, if it's your first day in the house, you're thinking a lot of things. It's like, what is in this house and whatsoever. So I was kind of scared a little bit. And when I was asleep, I dreamed that I was watching a horror movie, and that horror movie is really, really scary. And suddenly I feel like someone is coming in our bedroom door. So I was like, I'm so scared. And
so you wanted the monsters to get me? That's what you're telling me.
No, it's because I'm dreaming. Because monster is not true. It's just that I dream. And so I was kind of scared, and suddenly I got a nightmare. I can't move my body and that stuff. And finally I'm able to move my body, and I wake up Charles. I was like, can we please trade the side? Can you sleep? Can I sleep there? And
take the North Carolina 130 exit, then turn right onto North Carolina 130 East.
And it takes time for him to wake up. I kept waking him up. I was like, what? It's like, can you move here? I can't sleep. And then he doesn't move again, and I decided to just sleep in the floor, and that's like, you know, away from the door. And he woke
I heard
up.
noise beside me. And then all of a sudden, there's a Filipina lying on the floor.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto
So
Bridge Road.
yeah, and then I'm able to sleep when I changed places. Okay, so yeah.
So you were able to go to sleep after you woke me up.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me.
Yes.
Turn left onto Bridge Road, then turn right.
I don't know. I always have problem if it's my first night in a place, like in the hotel or in new house or in other people's house. I always having that issue. I can't sleep and having some different kind of dreams and nightmares. Because I really hate moving, you know. I'm excited with the place, but moving is like... So hi guys, good morning. It's July 4th and Happy Independence Day. So we're going out. Magbe-breakfast kaming kasama yung pamilya ni Charles. And hindi na ako nakapag-ayos guys. Kasi umaga na ako natulog, alas 3 na ng umaga. And sobrang busy ako kagabi. Nag-pack ako then yun, alas 3 na ako nakatulog. Punta kami ng breakfast and that is my handsome and hot husband. Last night guys, I'm packing up the garage and oh my goodness, Charles is so hot and smart. when he was in high school, he was become class president of their class. Oh yeah, I already said class president of their class. So he is a class president, and then on the Navy he has an academic award, right, Hubs? He is so smart and hot. I saw this class picture. It's like a yearbook, and Charles is sitting on something. I can't figure out where he is sitting is.
I think it was a wall. Yeah, it was a wall around something.
Yeah, it looks like that's like, is this
A brick wall.
Oh yeah,
Outside, brick wall.
Oh yeah, you still remember it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he is sitting there, and then there is two girls that is holding both his hands. The other girls is in the other hand.
They were holding my feet, I think.
Oh yeah, the feet. I'm sorry. That two girls is holding his feet. I was like, wow. He looks like and he looks like a Korean there. He doesn't look like American. He looks like Korean. It's like, is this Charles? It looks like Korean actor or something like that. When I see, it's like, oh, there is like President Charles, class President Charles, and Vice President this other girl, and the treasurer is the other girl. It's like, wow.
Right, it was just a picture of the class officers.
Yeah. And also, oh, it's not a yearbook, so only the picture of class officers.
It was in the yearbook, but it was the officers for that class for that year.
Oh yeah. And also, so I just keep on packing stuff, and I saw this.
Obviously you did more than pack.
I did a lot of going.
You must have been going through things.
Yeah, I've been going through a lot of things. That's why I went to sleep already 3 a.m. but I did not finish our garage. I'm not able to finish it. I've been reading books. I've been checking books. I'm going through a lot of pictures and that stuff. I even saw your baby pictures. It's like baby book. I saw it. I saw Charles' baby book, and then and also I saw this Navy book, and I was like, who is this cute guy? And then it's Charles. It's like his name, and it's like academic award Charles, like that. I was like, wow, my husband is so hot and smart. And then when I get inside around 3 a.m. and he is awake and I can't stop myself, it's like, sweetheart, you're so hot. I was like, what are you talking about? I saw all your pictures and you're so really smart. Oh my goodness, sweetheart, you're so really smart.
For someone that's smart, I've done a lot of dumb things in my life.
He's so really smart. It was like, even before I really noticed Charles was so really smart. Just, it's like everything I ask something, he has always an answer with it. It's like, you know a lot of things, you know everything. And he was like, not everything. It's like, because every time I ask you something, you always answered it like that. But yeah, he's really smart, really. Even in the Navy, and he is academic award. Wow. And I saw a lot of also, it's like have ribbons and that stuff. I remember it told the story before that his dad going to give them a silver every time he did something in school.
Silver dollar.
Yeah, silver dollar.
Every time we made the honor roll, the A honor roll.
Yeah, he's so really smart. My God.
That was in elementary school.
I really admire you, sweetheart. You're so really smart.